Today is a Saturday in Uganda. So I'm in office, but there is something. You see the book I'm holding? Our lesson today is goat farming a profitable business? What are the involved expenditures of goats? Like routinely, weekly, we do it weekly and monthly. So we shall look at the routine activity that we do and what are the involved costs. But guys are coming back. I would love to take you to the section. You have a look at what is happening. So I'm getting out of the office, going to the section of the animals where we are going to do our learning from. I always want you to ask questions and I give you practical answers. So I have to leave the office. We go and discuss these things. Guys, the only way we farmers can help other farmers to come up, to get them off the rumors, goats do not make money, and others tell you what they are not sure of. But me, I believe in telling you exactly what I know. So I know all the expenditures that always come from what activities are you doing every when. So now the guys have come back. They're now licking the mineral blocks, and these are the guys. I think when I check the time, it's midday. These guys are just coming back from the fields. So we shall discuss in the house, but still, as these guys are coming, we need to talk about some few things. The reason why I have this book is I want to take you through whichever activities that we are doing. What do we do? Like, which activities do we do? And what is the involved costs? Of course, I'll have to ask you, the farm owners, because I'm a farm owner, you are a farm owner. What you go through is what I go through. So like a standard farm, the way you see mine, there is standard costs that we look at every day, every week, every month, but weekly always determines a lot to what exactly we want to discuss. So today we are going to look at all the activities that we do, and those activities, they are the ones that come up with costs. You get it? So here we are. This is a section of savannas. The guys are still coming back from the fields, but when they come back here, they already have their feed inside there. So our involvement today is, what are the involved costs by the time you reach a point of selling an animal? How much should you have invested in it? We are going to go through it depending on the number of animals that you have. I always tell you that, please, the more the animals, the more money you get, and the cheaper cost they become. Why? Because some activities is a group, like the way you see we pay people who are managing the goats, like themselves. The herdsman, you're going to see him. If you give him 50 goats, he's going to charge you the same amount of money. If you give him 100, still the same amount of money. For us, we gave him over 380, still is costing us the same. So we are going to go through, and we shall be doing some simple calculations. I have my calculator with me. People always say Hamis's calculator is always here. Yes. So we shall also be going through the calculation. I wanted you guys to first receive the comrades from wherever they are coming from, and after bringing them back, we shall see what to do. And also some other thing that I want you guys to understand when we are teaching you this business. Someone cannot be making losses and insists in a business for more than 10 years or for more than 8 years. However much you are a resilient person about the same project or the love you have for the same project. But at the end of the day, if you're not making profits, you will not find yourself getting involved in the business. So you will at time X run, you get, and go away. So basically today it's what I'm going to discuss. We are going to discuss the costs involved, and depending on the activities, which activities are we supposed to do, when, what is the average cost of that activity, and for a week, for a month, then for a 6 months, whereby 6 months we are ready to sell the animals off. So we shall show you some animals here which are 6 months, and I shall show you the animals which are 1 year and above. So basically I think let me chase these guys to go in so we can start off our activity. Yeah. So I told you my Saturday, it is my day to do my evaluations. It's my day to do my checkouts, to do a lot of things. So the owner of the flock is Ivan. What's the view? So I think now you see, guys, they have come back. This is still an investment because we made water. But the good thing with water, the only expenditure that we get is that of pumping using a generator. It's the only cost that we go through. So we find that a liter might not even cost 40 shillings, but it's some of the expenditures. You see, this is silage. We made the silage, we planted sugar grass, we harvested, we made the silage. There is also costs that are involved in that, but at first we are going to be discussing about the common investments or costs that you can put in an animal even if you don't do extra feeding. This is also another cost of a block that I would like you guys to go through, the feeders and the housing, but those are some activities are permanent. But basically we shall need to discuss this from here. Today this is going to be our office and our class. Pause. Explain them to you today. Actually today is I'm taking you through the entire activities that we do, and the money that we involve in. So I need to teach you these things are not just in books, because many of you have been asking me, Hamis, which books can we refer to tell us all these involvements. But I believe books might not cause a lot of effect, but you know, the visuals can cause a lot of effect, can bring you an appetite. You know, like this new curriculum of ours, what you learn about is what exactly you do. It will definitely change, believe me or not. So this young lady you see is still suckling and is around 3-4 months old, so anytime we shall be weaning her. Okay, here we are. So let's get back to the expenditures that we do. You know, most of you guys, one guy told me, Amis, you go far, you know, like you don't be straight on the point. My videos are educative videos, but they are so much involved in practical. I want to teach you something, and you can see it, you can understand it. It's not just a matter of Hamis sitting down, I do my notes, and then when I do my notes, I give it to you. No, we need to share the notes. You need also to compare and say, Hamis, what you're saying or what you're doing, is it practical? Is it real or not real? So that is the reason why I don't go straight to the point that you want. So this is a farm activity record book. If you can read it very, very well. And if we open it, let's say here, if the readers, the viewers can be able to watch and see the involved expenditures, which activities will cost us money. I want you to check the records. The activities that we do is regular deworming, regular vaccination, and regular spray. When are they done? When do we do them? And what is the costs involved? Remember, today the video is about the expenditures, the routine expenditures that you are looking at. So let's first talk about the deworming. When do we do deworming on the farm? And what are the costs involved in deworming is what I want to break down for you. Guys, get your pens, get your books. Then we see, by the time a goat makes 6 months, how much money have we must have spent on one goat? Like this girl of mine who is around 3 months, how much have I spent on this very person? First of all, we have different seasons, and those different seasons, they have different approach for deworming. The way you deworm in rainy season is not the way you deworm in the dry spell. I want you guys to understand it well. So in a dry spell, we spend less money on deworming because we don't deworm oftenly. In the rainy season, we deworm oftenly, every after 2 months. Why? Because we do expect a lot of worms during that period. What is the cost of involved in deworming of that activity? Let's say in dry spell, because we have more longer dry spell than the rainy season. Or let's say maybe we do, because here we did the deworming. This is 1st of July 2025, and the next deworming should be 15th of July 2025. But this is for kids, because for kids we always do every after 2 weeks. Why? Because they cannot sustain, they cannot manage the worm burden as compared to the old goats. So like if they are not kids, let's say liver fast for all, we did it in November 11th, in November 2nd, 2025. We used an oral dewormer. I think the cameraman should also get more closer. This will help me teach you very well. Me, I have no boards where I can teach you from, but I want to show you the evidence. I think the cameraman can get more closer. You see, this is what I'm talking about, liver fast for all goats. So we did it in November 2nd, 2025. The drug used, the type of dewormer, we used an oral dewormer. You see, indicated. Average meals is 6, but let's say the old ones take 10, then the young ones take 6 or 2, 3. So average, we have 6. And the next deworming will be 12th of, this is October. Yes, so this we did this in, this is November. And next deworming date, it should be 12th. Okay, December 10th, 2025. So this is December. That means from this to this, it's around a month. Because we do 2 dewormers. We do injectable and oral. If we do injectable this time, after a month we can do oral. I will tell you reasons why. And then the batch number of the drug, the dewormer, manufacturer's date, expiry date, then the camp worked on. I can see it's 1 A and B, A, B, C, D, all of them. And then the breed, Savannah, Boa, and Kalahari. So now, if we are talking about the deworming, those are 6 meals, you get? And I want you to see, let's first discuss about the dewormer. If we gave, let's say this flock, the entire flock has over 380 animals. So if it has 380, if we are giving an average of 6 times 380, so that is 2,280. That is around 2 liters. And each liter of liver fast diamond, you very well know that it is 38,000. So that means if you're buying a liter at 38,000 times 2 liters times 2, that is around 76,000. Divided by 380 goats. That means if we look at an average of 6 meals per animal, that is around 200 shillings. I want you guys to write, because I'm trying to show you the evolved costs. So if a goat has taken 200 shillings this month, and let's say even it will be taking, let's say 200 shillings per month times 6 months, that means a goat should have taken 1,200 shillings. Unfortunately, I didn't carry the pen. I should have noted these costs, but we shall get back to it. So I'm showing you the deworming of each of these goat in 6 months. It is costing 1,200 shillings. Then let's go back to our charts and look at the vaccination. This is one of the activities. We have to do deworming either every month in the rainy season, but it is always supposed to be 2 months to 3. You skip 2 months to 3 months, depending on the situation. But being that we've been in a rainy season, so we do the deworming this month. If we give like liver fast diamond oral, next month we are going to give injectable. Or we can even do injectable this week, and next week we do oral. So basically for the injectable, we always use Vaccination. And let me see whether we have some injection here. Yes, injectable is here. Average is 2 mils. You get? You see, ivermectin, we did it 17th of July 2025. It was injectable, and we shall do another one 17th of October 2025. The same groups and so on. So I want to give you a calculation of an injectable. Injectable, we buy Vaccination plus, I think 500 mils. We buy it around 100,000, 120. Yeah, it's no, it is 60,000. 60,000 divided by 500 mils. So each meal we are buying it 120 shillings. So a goat is taking 2. So that is 240. And we shall do it after 3 months. We cannot do it monthly for the oral. So let's say if we are doing it, let's say in 6 months, we are doing it 3 times. This is 3. That is 720. 720 plus 1,200. So that is 1,920. That is in 6 months. This is the cost of a dewormer. You get? In 6 months. Guys, I'm showing you what we have in records in the books, and the real sense of what exactly you also do. The bad thing, farmers don't want to write. They always hate writing. So basically, that is the deworming. So that means in 6 months, I have spent 1,920 for deworming. You get it? For a goat. A goat of 6 months is really very strong. It's older than this. It's bigger than this. So if I slaughter my goat of this, I can get around 10 kilos. I can get around 10 kilos of meat. And if each kilo I'm selling it maybe at 20,000, 20 times 10, that is 200. And I've spent on 200 minus the 1,200, sorry, the, what was the cost? I need to check because I told you we should write. So if I check in my history here, it was 1,920. So that is only for a dewormer. But we've sold this. This one is around 3 to 4 months because it's going to be weaned. So let's say if our goat made this size in 6 months and we have invested in it 1,900, or let's say 2,000 for a dewormer. Let's look at other stuff if that is what we've spent on a dewormer. So now the vaccination, if you look at the vaccination, we did for here, we did the vaccination in, we did the CCPP in winners, PPR pox, South African, Clostridium. Okay, let's say we did this to all the goats. So we did it on 22nd of August. No, this is September 2025. And we gave 2 meals. And the next will be 22nd of, this is 22nd of April 2026. So we shall redo it next year. You get it? So how much have we invested in this? You get, because we have different vaccines. But let's look at a vaccine of 100 goats. It is over 70,000. So 70,000 divided by 100. So that means on each vaccine we are spending 700 shillings on it per goat. So if by 6 months we have vaccinated, let's say 6 diseases, which is PPR and pox, Clostridium, Brucella melitensis, we've done CCPP, I think that's and off. So, and if each is costing us 700 shillings, we shall do times 6. So that is 4,200 plus 1,900 and it is 1,920. So far we've spent 6,120. Yep, for those activities. Which other activity are we looking at? I think the cameraman can come and see the activity that guys, I'm just showing you the records that we always keep and what are the costs involved. So we also have a spray, an acaricide. The activities that we always do that you can't skip, that you have to put in your costs, is deworming, vaccination, and spraying. So spraying, we do it every week. So now here, for example, we did the spraying date was 11th of Feb 2024. Actually, for the spraying, let me look for the most recent, because for it we do it every after 6 months. Every after a week. So we are using cypermethrin, and I think a liter we are buying it 60,000. So we did on 16th of November 2025. The acaricide, not pour on, we were just doing spraying. The ratio 30 mils in 25 liters. So here we have 300 here in this section. We use 30 mils. The cypermethrin we buy, each liter we are buying it 60,000. 60,000 divided by 1,000 mils. That means we are buying each meal at 60 shillings. So here we use 30 mils. This is 30 mils that we use on this section for a sprayer. So that means every spray we use, we are spending over 1,800 shillings. This we spray, actually here we spray 3 sprayers. So this time was 3. That means every week on the 380 goats, we are spending 5,400 shillings per week. This divided by 380 goats. So that is around 14 shillings per goat per week. This is times 4. So that means per week, sorry, per month, we are spending 56 shillings. Then this time was 6 months. So that means we should have spent 341 shillings for the acaricide. You get it? Do you remember what I started with by telling you that the more animals you have, the less expenditure you put in? So basically, for the acaricide, in 6 months, you're looking at spending 341 shillings. So if you look at all these expenditures, I think, let me check. We have 341, we have 5,400, and we also have another one which was 1,920. So for the dewormer, we said after 6 months we are spending 1,920. Then for the vaccines, we are spending 1,800. This time is 3. No, for the vaccines, we are spending 5,400 per goat for 6 months. Then when we look down here, we are spending on the acaricide 341. So if you add up 5,400, 341, 1,800. Let me check here. This plus 1,800 and plus 5,400. So roughly, that is over 7,541 on each goat for 6 months. Which other expenditures are we looking at? Now these are the routine activities. The routine activities are costing us 7,541. Then let's look at the worker. The worker who takes care of this, we are paying him over 200,000, 150 to 200,000. So let's say if we add up all the food and everything he uses, and we are looking at 200 probably. Let's say 200,000 divided by 380 per month. A goat is costing us 526 times 6. That means we are spending 3,157 on each goat for a herdsman. Then the manager, if you look at the money he gets and all other allowances, let's say we are also spending maybe over $1 million to him, roughly. And but the manager, we can't calculate him for one goat because he's managing the entire farms, not only one, but more than one farm. So if he's getting $1 million and we are looking at around maybe 3,000 animals that goes through his hands, 3,000, that means each goat we are spending 333. That is his percentage per month per goat times 6 months. That's over 1,999, roughly. Doable, I think, if you look at all that. So basically, we are not spending a lot of money. I just needed to show you, but now when you look at, I can't calculate water because here we are getting a lot water in abundance. You do a dam for once or you do a well for once. Then when you look at the mineral blocks, the mineral block, we buy a block of 5 kilos at 40,000. or 25,000, but mostly it's 40, and then that one can spend even 3 months in the same area. Like 300 animals can do maybe around 4 blocks for over 3 months. So those expenditures are minimal. So with a disease, I can't tell you that this is what we spend for a disease, because now you can take even a month or 2 months without having issues with this. But let's say, even if we are spending, let's say, 2,000 per goat per month, you find that 20,000 shillings is enough for the entire handling of the animals for almost a year. But let's say for a 6 months, you're spending you're spending 20,000, and in a year you're spending 40,000 on a goat. So just do your reduction. Even if I'm selling my goat at 200,000 minus maybe 40,000, I'm getting 160,000 as a profit. If I'm looking at 100 animals times, that is over 14 millions. You get over 14 millions. Gone deal. You get it? So this divided by 12. So you're getting 1.1 as a monthly pay. But this is not even possible. I'm telling you the truth. Why? Because I cannot sell a goat of 1 year at the same cost like the goat of 6 months. I think you've seen the goat up there, the ones that have been here, but compare it with a goat of a full year at this size. Can you really sell them at the same cost? It is not possible. You get? It is not possible. So this will go for even 400,000. But roughly, I'm just trying to make sure that I shed for you an entire picture of which expenditures are we looking at. You know, which are the routine expenditure that we have. So compare also yourself, check out yourself, see, I have calculated for you roughly with food and everything, and a goat can't do more than 50,000, and you can't sell a goat at less than 300,000 when the goat is 1 year. Maybe if you're doing locals, maybe it's possible, but when you look at a hybrid, you can't go below that. So that's the practical, simple calculations that I really needed to show you with the activities, whichever activity with whichever money. So I'm going to do another calculation in the office, and you also have a look at those expenditures. But just know you can even spend less money than that, or if it is too much, it can't go beyond 10% of what I've calculated for you, for a dewormer, for the vaccine, for a acaricide. But those are the common things that we need to run with. Thank you so much, guys. Just wanted to maybe give you that brief background, maybe giving you that brief truth about the expenditures that we do here, which are routine for you and other people. Guys, follow, share the videos. You might save more other people, because this is the only business that we still have. Why? Because we produce the money, we do not make the money. So if you want to produce the money, please go into this farming, and it will definitely help you. Let me just wish you the best, guys, and bye for now.